The MetaBot app is Newbound's tool for building Newbound network apps. It's also a distributed app store, so you can easily download updates and install new apps from other devices on your personal Newbound network. All updates and apps are digitally signed, so you know that they are unaltered from the original author, no matter what device you end up downloading from. The Apps tab gives you an overview of all known apps, including apps which you may have installed but are inactive, as well as remote apps that are available for you to install. Apps are made of libraries, and the Libraries tab allows you to manage them. Libraries are essentially collections of assets and code that provide a particular set of functionalities. You typically create a new library when starting a new project or building a new app. While assets are just static files that you upload to your library, controls are basically atomic web app components that you can snap together to build both the user interface and API for your app. The control editor provides an immersive editing experience for all aspects of your control, as well as a live preview. The individual editors here are all dynamically sizable by dragging the dividing columns and have handy little minimize and maximize buttons as well. The user interface consists entirely of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and JSON data. You can easily nest controls inside of your control either by specifying a data control class and attribute in an HTML div tag, or by dynamically injecting one into the DOM using JavaScript. If you need to access the operating system level functionalities, you will need to add a command to your control using the API tab. The framework automatically generates JavaScript function calls for all your API commands, so you can easily incorporate backend functionality as well. Be sure to save early and save often. The API tab gives you an overview of the backend functionality of your control. You can specify which security groups have access to it, and you can give it a brief description for documentation purposes. Commands are essentially JSON data transforms that happen on the backend. You can think of them as Lambda functions if you like. Currently, you write them in Java, but we will be adding JavaScript, Python, and system command line editors as well in the near future. Now obviously, this is just a simple Hello World demo, and you might be thinking, hey, that's cute and all, but what can you really do with this? Well, everything I've shown you here today is written using the MetaBot, including the MetaBot itself, and most of the other official Newbound apps. Before there was a MetaBot, we had to write them by hand. This is what publishing your app looks like. Usually the default settings are fine, and you'll just need to decide if you want to make your app public or not before you hit the publish button. You'll need to restart the Newbound software at this point in order to start up your new app. When you make an app public, it immediately shows up as available to all of your devices you are currently connected to over the Newbound network. They can simply click on it in their own MetaBot, hit the install button, and a few short moments and a restart later, they'll be running your app. Once you've installed your new app and restarted your Newbound software, you may be required to log in since your session has expired. Your app will now show up on both the Bot Manager as well as the MetaBot, and you'll be able to run it like any other app. I hope this video has given you a basic understanding of the MetaBot app and the core role that it plays in the development of apps using the Newbound framework. Please try it out at newbound.com/download and be sure to let us know what you think.